Today I want to show you my favorite plugins from FABFILTER. We have to say it, they are all very good. So if you are using all of them, you cannot go wrong. Anyway, there are some that are on top, while others have better alternatives. Before starting, I want to remember that everything I say is just my honest opinion. I'm not here to trick you saying what companies would like me to tell you. Unfortunately, this is very rare even in our field. You know, it's easier to get money from companies faking review instead to being honest and hoping for some appreciation. So if you like it and you appreciate that, you can find the links in the description. Pro Q3 is probably one of the most used equalizer, and there is for a reason. The UI is the selling point. I mean, we have lots of features, but the way you can shape sounds in a so fast way, it's still on top. Of course, we also have some features that are very interesting. We can see a lot of stuff here. The one I like the most is the pure band mid-side or left-right processing. This is very handy, so you can just load one instance and do whatever you want. Then we also have a really good CPU usage. It go higher if you go extreme in linear phase. Anyway, most of the time you can just stay in natural phase. Then the auto gain is very useful too, so you won't be tricked by the loudness, and this is very useful cause if you follow me you already know, auto gain for me is very important. Well, that's a real good EQ with lots of good stuff. I think you already know that, so we can go to the next plugin. Pro is one of my favorite reverb along M Turbo Reverb, because this one is very natural to me and it's very easy, fast to use, and it sounds good almost on every material. We have few handy features like the EQ and the decay rate EQ. With these two EQ that you have just right in front of you, so you don't have to change or shift in another tab, you can quickly make the sound you like. I just want to talk about this one because for someone it's like an industry standard. To me, it's not that good. I think there are better limiters than this one. Anyway, it's a good one, don't get me wrong, but I prefer others. So it's here cause it worth a mention, but it's not on my top list. Pro C2, yes, this one is finally on my top list. It's one of the best compressor you can use cause I have lots of options and the workflow is very fast. What I like to use the most is with the sidechain enabled and to compress in a different way mid and side. I mean, I usually like to set up my compression, then with these two knobs change the way the dry and the wet affect mid and side in a different way, so I can have more control into the mid and well more hair in this side. I don't like to squash side too much. I think this is a nice pro tip. Generally speaking, very versatile and a good one to use. Then we have Pro MB. I don't own it, so I usually don't use this one. I use other multi-band processor. Anyway, this one is very good, so I think it worth to be in the top of the offering. I won't spend any time more on this one, cause since I'm not using it, I think it's more fair to go into the next one. Pro DS. This one, I think it's pretty old, but it's still the DSer I'm used to use, cause it just works. I like the way you can use it on vocals in single and all around. I like to use on lead, harmonies, and sometimes also on vocal bass, and it works pretty nicely even on basses. I like here to have oversampling, along the possibility to shape and change frequencies the plugins should take care of, cause you know, certain vocals have S's in different places, and Audition is very helpful here. The next one is Saturn II. It's probably one of the best saturator. It lacks some feature I like the most, like the possibility to use and shape in a different way mid and side. I hope they will bring this option into maybe a future Saturn III. Anyway, it's very good cause the kind of saturation this plugin offers are very nice, and you can also modulate and do lots of stuff here along a pretty nice equalizer. I like this one a lot for sound design, but also for mix bus, for buses in general, and also while mastering. Even if for mastering I prefer something different. If you want to know which one I prefer on mastering, well, be sure to subscribe, cause I'll get to that plugin too in another video. Then we have Timeless Tree. This one is very good. You may take some time to make the sound you like, but if you do that, I dare you, you can achieve almost any kind of delay you are looking for. For vocals, I was used to use Replica XT from Native Instruments, cause I think it's really good. But then I decided to change to Timeless Tree when it comes out. I wanted to play a bit with this one, and then I tried to bring my presets from Replica and replicate into Timeless Tree, and well, it required me some time to doing that, but I was able to achieve it, and it's really the same, and I was very happy about that. Of course, you can do whatever you want. We have a lot of features from saturation, this lo-fi, diffuse dynamic speech, the way you can place the feedback, the filters. I mean, you can really do a lot of stuff. You can also add some modulation if you want it. The last but not least, Volcano Tree. This one is very nice too. I like to use it for sound design and also to give some movement to the sounds. There are already good presets that are just ready to use, or if you want, of course, you can do and modulate everything as you like. It's pretty easy to use in my opinion, and it's very good. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe and enable notifications too. These are my favorites from FABFILTER. If you are a Pro Al user, you may be disappointed, cause you know, Pro Al is probably one of the most suggested limiter. Anyway, don't get me wrong, it's a good one. I just think there are better alternatives. My best pick right now is Voxengo Elephant. If you want to know more, you can see a video right here. Let me know what your favorites are and why. See you in the next one. Ciao.